God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "My dear child, stop right where you are and listen carefully to every word I am about to pour into your heart. This is not just another ordinary moment in your life. This is the time I have carefully chosen to speak directly to you. I am the God who created you, who dreamed of you even before the first breath you took. I know how much you have struggled, how many tears you have held back when the whole world thinks you are fine. I know the silent battles you fight deep in your soul, where no one else can see. I have seen every tear you hid in your pillow, heard every prayer you whispered in the dark when fear seemed greater than hope. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour down on you daily. It all begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you but also supports our channel and the dedicated team that brings this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and start your path toward a fuller and more abundant life. Even when you thought you were alone, I was there, holding you in the invisible arms of my love. And today, once again, I want to remind you of my promise. Though the fig tree does not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, the produce of the olive fails, and the fields yield no food, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will exult in the God of my salvation. Habakkuk chapter 3 verses 17 and 18. Don't give up, my son, because I am with you every step, renewing your strength and opening paths where there were only impossibilities before. Comment, God's love is my shelter in difficult days. My son, I know every detail of your story, even those moments you would rather forget. I know the silent battles you have faced, the tears that fall on your pillow when no one is watching, and the anguish you try to hide behind forced smiles. I see the weariness in your soul, the fears that surround you, and the questions you keep deep inside your heart. What you fear to admit even to yourself, I already know. I have never been distant. In every moment of pain, in every hesitant step, I was there, holding your hand, even when you thought you were alone. My gaze never turned away from you, my love never diminished, never weakened, never left. I am the God who remains by your side in every season of your life, whether it is sunshine or storm. Do not fear tomorrow, for I am there even before you arrive. Remember my promise in Luke chapter 12 verses 6 and 7, Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Even the hairs of your head are all counted. Do not be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. So it is with you, my beloved son. You have immeasurable value to me. I care for you in the invisible details, in what no one else sees. Trust me, give me your worries, for I am your safe refuge, your eternal Father. How many times have you screamed in the silence of your soul, asking, God, where are you? I heard every cry. None of your prayers were lost. Every tear that fell from your eyes was gathered by me as a precious jewel. I am the God who turns weeping into dancing, pain into testimony, and tears into a harvest of joy. Remember what I promised you in Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, and now I remind you again, right in the middle of this sacred conversation, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Do not be deceived by the lies the enemy tries to plant in your mind. I have never failed you and will never fail. My commitment to you is eternal. Even when everything seems confusing, when the path seems closed, I continue to open doors you cannot yet see. Comment: God sustains me with His justice. I will not fear. My dear one, many times my silence disturbed you. I saw when you interpreted my silence as indifference, as if I had forgotten you. But the truth is, behind the scenes of your life, I was working on every detail perfectly. In Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, I had already made clear my thoughts about you, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Every waiting you faced was not a punishment, it was preparation. I needed to shape your heart, strengthen your faith, and align your spirit so that you could maturely receive all that I was preparing. I have never wasted a single second. Every moment of waiting was fertile ground where I planted seeds of growth, maturity, and faith. Comment: waiting is worthwhile when God is in control. Now, beloved son, I tell you with all the love in my heart, the time for change has come. This is the season when promises begin to be fulfilled visibly. But before you can live everything I have reserved, there is one fundamental step you need to take: release forgiveness. I see the grudges you have kept, the feelings that have hidden deep in your soul like invisible chains, holding you back from moving forward. I know the betrayals you suffered, the harsh words that marked your heart, the wounds that bleed silently. But today, I invite you, choose to forgive. Not because people deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Forgiveness is not a gift for those who hurt you, it is a gift you give yourself. It opens doors to the new, to healing, and to the restoration I want to pour over your life. Comment: today I choose to forgive, to live God's newness. Son, I know that forgiving is not an easy task, and I understand the emotional weight this decision carries in your heart. That is why I want you to know that you do not have to face this process alone. I am here, by your side, ready to help you every step of the way. When weakness tries to paralyze you, when the pain seems unbearable and the desire to give up is stronger than the will to continue, remember my promise in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. It is precisely in your limitations that my power reveals itself most intensely. I know every tear you have shed, every sleepless night, every thought of giving up. Therefore, I invite you today to give me your pain, to place in my hands every memory that still hurts, every wound that insists on remaining. I am the God who transforms hardened hearts into hearts full of life, who heals deep wounds, and who restores what many considered lost. Do not be afraid to open yourself before me. Expose your pains, your traumas, and your weaknesses, for I am an expert at turning the irreparable into testimony of victory. Did you know there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It was something that greatly impacted my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. Therefore, It is important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you want to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment so you can find out how this technique can also help on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We truly appreciate your trust and support. I know that fear has been a constant companion in your thoughts, that you look toward the future and see more questions than answers. You feel unable to move forward, trapped in doubts, afraid to fail again, afraid to dream and end up disappointed. But today I declare, with all the authority of heaven, every promise I made to you still stands. I am not a man that I should lie, nor a son of man that I should change my mind. What came out of my mouth will be fulfilled, even if it seems delayed, even if the circumstances seem to say otherwise. I am still working in your favor. Walk by faith and not by sight. Trust me, even when the ground feels uncertain and the voices around you try to discourage you. Your story is still being written by my hands, and I know how hard you have fought to keep hope alive. Do not give up now. You are much closer than you imagine. Faithfulness is part of my character, and I am faithful in every detail of your life. Believe it, God is faithful. His promise will be fulfilled in your life. Now, dear child, I want you to pay close attention. As you read these words, heaven is moving on your behalf. I have already sent my angels to open the paths, undo the knots that bind you, remove the obstacles that seem insurmountable, and to pour out blessings you didn't even dare to ask for. I am invading your environment with my presence, and you will begin to feel a peace that surpasses all understanding, a deep inner certainty that everything is being cared for by me. I know the enemy will still try to whisper lies, trying to convince you that you don't deserve it, that you're not capable, that you're not worthy. But today, I remind you, you are my chosen one. I was the one who called you, set you apart, and determined that your life would be a living testimony of my power. Nothing can change that. So rise up and walk with courage. Give me everything, your fears, your doubts, your anguish, and your dreams. For I am the God who transforms impossibilities into miracles, and what is to come will be far greater than anything you have ever lived. I surrender everything into God's hands. It is time to begin again. I know that many times confusion dominates your thoughts, and uncertainty tries to steal your peace. Perhaps you don't understand everything that is happening around you, and that is more common than you imagine. Often, the weight of doubts feels like an impossible burden to carry, and your mind gets lost in a whirlwind of conflicting emotions, fear, anxiety, sadness, and even anger. But I want you to know, my beloved child, that you are safe. You are protected, even when you cannot feel it, even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. I am here, sustaining you every moment, wrapping your heart with a love so deep and constant that neither time nor circumstances can erase it. Every breath you take is not just an exchange of air, it is an opportunity to renew your faith, your hope, and your purpose. You are not alone, not for a single instant. Even when the silence feels deafening, even when your eyes find no one to trust, I am present. Your life has a sacred purpose, a unique beauty that only I can fully see, for I created you with a special design, with infinite love, and I want you to believe that, even when doubts try to convince you otherwise. Do not let yourself be discouraged by the voices that insist on telling you that you are not enough, that you are not worthy, or that your story is marked by mistakes and failures. Many of these voices come from the world, from people who, perhaps, are also lost in their own battles, or even from the enemy himself, who wants to steal your peace and confidence. But I tell you, I never asked you to be like anyone else. I created you in my image, singular, precious, and unique. Each one of your qualities, each one of your imperfections, every scar, every smile, is part of who you are, a beloved being, destined to accomplish great things. I know the journey has been long, that the path has not always been lit, that the stones along the way sometimes seemed like insurmountable obstacles. I know that doubts and fears tried to settle in your heart, that you fell, stumbled, felt like giving up. But I have never lessened the love I have for you. I do not judge your falls, nor do I care about the mistakes of the past, because what matters is your present and the future that is yet to come. My love is constant, like the sun that never stops shining, even on the cloudiest and stormiest days. You are my beloved child, and nothing will change that, not time, nor circumstances, nor even your flaws. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. Come to me, even when you are tired and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. I am always here, waiting for you. I see every silent battle you face, every internal struggle that often remains hidden even from yourself. I know the tears you try to hide, the fears you don't dare to share, the deepest desires of your heart that you keep as a sacred secret. Even when no one else notices your pain, I am there, listening to your most intimate prayers, holding your sorrows with tenderness and compassion. You don't need to use elaborate words or perfect phrases to speak with me. Just open your heart, be honest and true, and I will respond with love and care. Don't wait to be perfect to draw near to me. I do not expect perfection, only sincerity and the desire to grow. It is in this moment of vulnerability that healing begins, when you allow yourself to be human before me. Allow yourself to rest in my arms, letting me carry the burdens you can no longer bear alone. I am the safe refuge where your soul can find peace, even when the world outside is in chaos. In moments when everything seems to stand still, when doors seem closed and days are too long, don't lose hope. I am working, even if you don't see it yet. I work in silence, preparing surprises, opening paths where there seemed to be no way out. Trust me, especially when it is hard, that is precisely when your faith will be strengthened. I place dreams in your heart for a reason, and I don't want you to bury them because the path has been too harsh. What I started in you, I will complete. Believe that your blessings are coming, even if they are not yet in sight. Also remember that the people around you are part of my plan for your life. Some are here to stay and help build your path, while others are only passing through for a season, and that does not mean you failed or were abandoned. Often, I need to remove some people to protect your heart and preserve your peace. Trust in my care and allow your story to move forward, leaving the past where it belongs. The new life I have for you is not a restart, but a new chapter full of faith, strength, and hope. You have already endured many storms and you remain standing. That is not weakness, it is proof of your courage and the power I placed in you. You are stronger than you imagine, braver than you believe, and more loved than you will ever understand. Don't give up now, even if the road seems too long or the stones too heavy to carry. Keep trusting, keep walking, and allow me to guide your steps with firmness and wisdom. I will never let go of your hand. I will never abandon you, no matter what has happened or what you have done. My love for you is eternal, unchanging, and unshakable. You are mine, and I am yours, today, tomorrow, and forever. I see every moment your heart almost broke, every tear you held back so no one would notice, every smile you gave to others while inside you were facing a storm. You have been the pillar for those you love, even when everything inside you cried out for rest. And still, you kept going. For so long, you carried a weight alone that was never meant for you to bear. But today, I want you to know that it doesn't have to be this way anymore. You don't have to keep up this lonely strength, this exhausting and hurting facade. You were never made to carry everything by yourself. I am here to share this burden with you. Bring me all your fear, your anxiety, the weight of the thoughts that steal your sleep. Do not be afraid to give it all to me. I did not come to judge or reject you, but to hold you tenderly and fill your soul with peace. You don't need to try to explain or justify your feelings, because I already know them fully. Every piece of your suffering, every doubt, every hidden tear, it's all before me, and I still love you deeply, with a love that never fails, a love that never tires of waiting for you. You are not alone, not even for a single moment. As you struggle to keep going, even through the darkness, know that my eyes are upon you, seeing your fight, recognizing your courage. I am the one who sustains you, even when you don't realize it. Sometimes life feels overwhelming, and your strength fails, but my hand is outstretched so you can hold on tight and rest for a while. Give me your fears, your doubts, your weariness. I don't want you to suffer in silence, nor carry your pain without relief. It is in the moment you give me everything that true healing begins, that the transformation of your heart starts. It doesn't matter what happened, it doesn't matter how much you think you have failed, I accept you as you are, with all your imperfections and fragilities. My grace is enough for you, my love is greater than any storm that may come to your life. Now, before closing this message, I invite you to pray with me. Let's open our hearts and speak to the one who loves you without measure. Dear Jesus, thank you for calling me your child, for making me part of your eternal family. It is an immense joy to know that I belong to you, even when I cannot clearly see the path. I believe that one day I will see you face to face, and this hope gives me strength to continue each day. At this moment, Lord, I recognize that I am still in the process of growth and transformation. Teach me to wear the new life you offer, to think with a renewed heart, and to abandon all that no longer serves me. I want to become more like you, not losing my identity, but truly finding who I was created to be. Thank you for shaping me and making me someone who reflects your light, even when everything seems hard. I know that every challenge serves my growth. Help me not to run from difficult moments, but to turn to you in all of them. Teach me to trust that you are with me, even in the most intense battles. Remind me that I am part of your family, that I am not alone, and that I share with you not only suffering but also the glory you promised. Give me strength to walk in peace, living in a way that honors you, as someone who belongs to a real kingdom, your kingdom. Mold my heart to love what you love and to remain close to you, regardless of circumstances. I eagerly await the day I will see all your beauty, and I want to live now in a way that reflects this hope. In your loving and gentle name, Jesus, Amen. This prayer is a powerful reminder that you are not alone in your journey. The Lord calls you, welcomes you, and strengthens you. He wants to transform you from the inside out, giving your life meaning, purpose, and peace. He doesn't care about the speed of your progress or how many times you stumbled. What he desires is that you keep drawing near, even if slowly, even if tired. Because with every step, no matter how small it seems, he is there, by your side, guiding and protecting you. Do not lose faith. Even when the darkness seems thickest, remember that the Lord's light never goes out, and hope always blooms in the hearts of those who seek Him. You might think that your pain or struggles are signs of weakness, but in truth, they are opportunities to discover the strength that comes from above. It is there, in the place of vulnerability, that divine love reveals itself and begins to transform your story. When you choose to let go of the burden, even little by little, you are making room for new things to bloom in your life, for healing, hope, and joy to embrace you once again. Remember that God's love does not depend on your performance or your achievements. He is present because you are His beloved child, because you are infinitely valuable in His eyes. This truth should be the anchor of your soul when the world seems uncertain and your strength fails. It is not about ignoring your problems, but facing them with the certainty that you are not alone, that there is a greater power walking with you, faithful in every circumstance. You have a guaranteed place in God's heart, and nothing can separate you from this love, neither your failures, nor your pain, nor moments of doubt. So today, I invite you to rise with renewed confidence, knowing that a new story is being written for you, a story marked by victory, peace, and the joy that comes from God. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.